Waco: The Aftermath is a sequel series to the miniseries Waco. Now, I watched Waco during lockdown. It was on Netflix at the time. It might not be there anymore, I'm not sure. But it's on Paramount Plus at the moment of this review. Waco is a star-studded sort of miniseries. I thought that the Waco miniseries, however, was a little bit sympathetic to the Branch Davidians. You can check out my review for that. But the sequel series, Waco: The Aftermath, is a little bit different in tone. I don't think there was enough story for The Aftermath, so they sort of try to juggle three concurrent different stories. We're focusing on a trial of some of the Branch Davidians that made it out. They're being on trial for conspiracy to commit murder against the ATF and FBI and government agents. And we're focusing on Agent Gary Noesner, played by Michael Shannon. He's investigating something after a bank hostage robbery. There might be another attack because of the sympathies that lied with the people from Waco and the disaster that happened and the 78 people dead. And then we're focusing on one more story. It's a bunch of flashbacks of David Koresh before he was David Koresh. So in terms of interest, I'd say the court thriller elements is the best, the most interesting parts of the story. Giovanni Ribisi's in there, you get the star power with him. And then the second most entertaining would be the Gary Noesner investigation, because he gets an informant to sort of spy on some neo-Nazis, so there's a lot of thrilling moments in there. And the least interesting for me was the flashbacks with David Koresh. It's a younger version of him, so he's being played by Keon Johnson. He does have one really great monologue at the end, but most of the other flashbacks are too quick to establish a good performance. But basically, the Koresh stuff basically explores him getting to the compound where a different woman named Lori was there, and he sort of took over and splintered off the group, and there was two warring Branch Davidian groups. And this is something that on the Wikipedia page that a lot of people don't know about, that David Koresh was not a very nice person when he took over this other compound, and he ended up getting another guy sent to a psychiatric hospital and taking over. And that's when he sort of grew to power. So that could have been a pretty interesting sort of thing to explore, but they don't give it enough time to let it stew or develop because it's all quick flashbacks. And then the main focus is obviously the courtroom thriller. It's pretty good. A little bit basic, but this takes place in like the 90s. And then the Agent Noesner stuff is okay too. But I feel like also you can just tell that the series is just reaching for some story. Like, for example, the cast listing has John Leguizamo in a special appearance. He shows up for like 2 minutes. And then same with Shea Wiggum. He's in the first one, but he's only in 2 episodes. So they're trying to like pretend that, oh yeah, this is like a star-studded sequel series, but most of the characters are dead from the first film, so you can't have them in the sequel. And the pacing's pretty awful there's only 5 episodes, but I feel the series only comes alive in episodes 4 and 5. Episodes 4 and 5 have all the payoff, all the great performances, all the finality of the entire thing. The first 3 episodes are set up, they're kind of boring. But 4 and 5 make it worth a viewing if you're into this. You have to watch Waco first, though. If you watch Waco: The Aftermath without the first series, you won't have any context or clues, or you won't know anything about it. I don't think this is a must-watch, but if you've seen Waco and you want a little bit more content, sure. It's not that great, but the last 2 episodes are okay, and it gets you interested in the topic at least. You can look up the rest on Wikipedia. Overall, Waco: The Aftermath, you can tell it's a little bit uneven, and they're trying to like just, stretch content to make something, but it's just okay.